Someone was stunned after hearing what you said. Don't skip, my dear child, for what I'm going to divulge will make your heart beat. The words you delivered were so powerful that the listener froze in silence. Their whole world changed at that instant, and they could not believe the power of your speech. Stay till the finish, for something tremendous awaits you. When those words left your lips, it was more than just sound. It was a force that shattered their secret falsehoods. They felt they had the upper hand, but your reality shattered their illusions like thunder in the dark. They did not anticipate it, but heaven did. Don't move ahead. Here is when the true twist starts. That individual assumed you were weak and wouldn't dare to speak. However, when you eventually did, the echo of your truth shattered their confidence so severely that they could no longer lie. Their mask fell, exposing their heart. Stay to the conclusion, because what happens next will shock you even more. The stillness after your comments was louder than any shout. Their hands shook, and their gaze could not meet yours, since they understood deep down that you had revealed something no one else dared to speak. Please do not scroll away, my dear. This was more than simply a chat. It was a revelation dictated by fate. What you said that day unlocked doors that had been closed for years, and the cosmos is now aligning to reveal the truth. Don't skip ahead, since the mystery begins to reveal itself in the next section. That individual was holding concealed intentions, but your remarks cut through their strategies. They could not breathe for a time because the truth in your speech was unmistakable. Stay to the finish, since the narrative is far from done. Even now, their mind is repeating your words, like an uncontrollable echo. Every time they attempt to forget, the recollection comes back stronger, reminding them that your voice held something wonderful. Don't skip, because you need to know that what you said was not only heard, but also felt in their bones. Their world has been rocked, and nothing will be the same after that. Do not skip forward, my darling child, since the narrative is about to take an unexpected turn. The individual who was taken aback by your statements has been unable to sleep since that time. They lay awake at night, tormented, for those words were not only said, they were etched into their psyche. Stay till the finish, for something tremendous awaits you. The stillness that followed your truth was more powerful than any storm, and it left them devastated within. They never anticipated you, the person they undervalued, to upset their whole foundation. Don't skip forward, because here's what you need to know. Your voice didn't simply burst through their minds. It revealed their secrets. Things they believed were buried now felt exposed, and they realized there was no turning back. That moment represented a fresh beginning for you and a heartbreaking conclusion for them. Stay to the conclusion, since this is only the start of the unraveling. What you said that day sparked a chain reaction, like a fire spreading over barren fields. Everything they erected on false ground is now disintegrating, piece by piece. Listen carefully, my sweetheart. Even now, they repeat every word you spoke, as if looking for a way to escape its weight. However, there is no way out, since your reality is too strong to erase. They're stuck in the echo of your voice. Do not skip, because their response was more than shock. It was dread. They recognized that they could no longer control their fate. For the first time, they felt helpless in the face of your spirit. Stay to the conclusion, for what follows will alter the way you perceive things. The astonished quiet they gave you was not weakness, but capitulation. They couldn't fight back because they knew the truth had already prevailed. Don't skip, because the universe has watched this moment and is going to unlock doors for you that have been locked for far too long. That individual has been hushed not by fear of you, but by dread of what will happen next. Stay right here, my precious kid. This is when everything starts to work in your favor. You've spoken, heaven has listened, and the earth under their feet is changing. The story is no longer under their control. Don't skip, since your willingness to talk has opened a new chapter. Every time they think of you, they recall how your words wounded their hearts. It was not simply a phrase, but a prophecy. Stay till the end, because here is where everything links. They are now understanding that their efforts to harm you cannot stand. The weight of your truth has crushed every shade they attempted to hide behind. Don't skip, since something big is waiting for you. The startled quiet that day marked the beginning of a discovery that would soon become true. They are aware of this, and the rest of the world will soon be as well. My darling child, remain here and don't go, for what is about to happen will utterly engulf you. This is not an average moment. It is imbued with a force that holds your soul in suspense. Every second that passes has a weight that you can sense deep inside. Stay till the finish, for something tremendous awaits you. The quiet surrounding you is filled with whispers of fate. The words said in truth continue to resound, affecting all that follows. Do not skip, since the discovery is just becoming stronger. That individual who was astounded by what you said has been unable to resist its draw. Their whole universe begins to buckle beneath the weight of your truth. Stay until the end to witness how the hidden threads weave together to become something grander. This narrative is not over. It is just entering its most powerful chapter. My chosen one, stay here, be stable. The eyes that previously stared at you with pride or deceit now hold a firm remembrance of your words. They know that moment altered everything, and no matter what they do, they can't change it. Don't skip, because your truth has already sent waves that can't be halted. Every route they choose returns them to the echo of your words. Even in their stillness, they are connected to you. Stay to the finish, since the conclusion will be more valuable than they could have dreamed. What was buried is disintegrating, and light is bursting through with overwhelming power. Don't skip, since this is not the time to go away. This is the opportunity to observe the exact moment that was meant for you from the start. Listen attentively, my lover. Heaven is keeping you in this moment for a purpose. The startled stillness was merely the first indication. What comes next will be incontrovertible proof that your trip is divinely guided. Stay to the conclusion, for what they dreaded has already occurred. The weight of truth cannot be undone, and it follows them like a shadow at all times. Do not skip, since you will soon witness the proof for yourself. What seemed to be resistance will now transform into submission. The words you spoke have become bonds that people cannot break free from. Stay to the finish, because the unraveling is about more than just them. It is also about your ascension. Your voice will be heard more when they become silent. Don't walk away, my kid. Instead, breathe into this moment. The tale is no longer driven by their desires. The screenplay has now been written in your favor, and you are standing in the heart of it. Stay till the conclusion, since this is what you've been told to hear. The individual who was astonished by what you said will never be the same again. Their quiet does not indicate weakness, rather, it demonstrates your strength. Don't skip because the future that is opening up for you is brighter than you realize. Everything is moving, and you are heading straight for the breakthrough you deserve. Stay to the finish because the big surprise is coming. You're standing on hallowed ground, and the tale is now in your hands. Stay right here, my precious child. Don't even consider leaving, because what I'm going to tell you will absolutely captivate you. Every second of this moment is predetermined by fate, and if you leave too soon, you will miss the watershed moment in your life. The energy around you is altering, and you can already feel a tug in your chest. Stay until the conclusion, for something big awaits you, something that will leave you stunned. The stillness that previously surrounds you is cracking, revealing buried realities. What has been buried for so long can no longer be concealed. Do not skip because the words you said into the world are still alive, resonating, and shaking the person who heard them. They were astonished, paralyzed, and unable to move because what you said hit the very core of their being. Since then, nothing in their lives has been the same. Stay here, my child, for this is not the conclusion. It is the beginning of a revelation. Your voice became the key that opened a locked door, and the sound is now spreading like fire through everything they erected in quiet. Stay with me and don't scroll away since this section bears the weight of your breakthrough. Your remarks had made an indelible impression on the individual who was astonished. Every time they attempt to forget, the recollection strikes them harder, telling them that the reality cannot be obliterated. Don't skip since every second you spend here provides insight to your heart. The eyes that once gazed at you with confidence now quiver because your bravery disclosed something they never wanted to see. Their silence speaks louder than any answer they may provide. Stay to the conclusion, because what's happening will soon be obvious. The power you wielded at that moment paved the way for justice, reform, and your climb. They may not confess it, but they understand that their existence has been split into two parts, before and after your comments. Don't leave, my darling, since you've arrived at a watershed moment in your life. What startled them into silence is the same energy that will propel you to heights they never dreamed possible. Listen attentively. Heaven noticed the instant you spoke, and everything changed in your favor. The astonished stillness was more than a response. It was the sound of defeat. They realized they could no longer avoid what had been disclosed. Stay to the finish because something larger is coming together for you. The covert schemes that formerly worked against you are now crumbling piece by piece as a result of the power in your voice. Don't skip because you need to let the truth sink into your soul. That individual carries your words like a shadow, following them everywhere. It reminds them that no matter what they do, the truth has already been revealed. Stay still. The last chapters are just starting to unravel. What surprised them will eventually lead you to victory. Remain present, my kid, and do not look away. This is the moment when heaven itself wants you to see what occurs when bravery meets destiny. You aren't simply surviving, you're ascending, and nothing can stop you. Stay until the conclusion because your voice is still moving, working, and causing adjustments in the unseen. Their astonished silence served as an unspoken confession. It was confirmation that you'd already won. Don't skip, because if you leave now, you'll miss the reveal of your best moment yet. The weight of this knowledge will carry you through the doors about to open. Stay to the finish, my darling, since what is written for you cannot be taken, delayed, or rejected. The startled silence is only the start of your triumph. Do not leave, my darling child, for the energy at this moment is out of the norm. Every breath you breathe now propels you more toward the epiphany that has been waiting for you. The person who was astonished by your remarks has yet to recover, and their quiet demonstrates the effect you had. Stay until the finish, for something big is about to unfold in front of you. The earth under them has already altered, and they can no longer stand as they did before. They are disturbed and shattered within, and it all started when you spoke. Do not skip because your voice has become a force in their lives that they cannot avoid, no matter how hard they try. Your remarks were more than simply words. They were a weapon that penetrated the illusions they attempted to hide behind. That wound will not heal since the truth pierced through. Remain here, my darling, for your path is now taking you to greatness. What was formerly concealed is now being revealed, and the astonished stillness you experienced that day marks the beginning of your triumph. Stay with me and don't scroll, since your being here is part of the alignment. You are entering the chapter where heaven rewrites the tale in your favor. The listener's stillness was not emptiness, but acquiescence. Don't skip because they know they can't argue with what has been said. Every time they attempt to go ahead, the recollection of your words drags them backward. They cannot escape you because your speech carries fate. Stay until the finish, for the unraveling is going to accelerate. What they believed was secure is collapsing like sand in their hands. Your truth has shattered every false basis they had built on. Do not move, my lovely child, since this moment is filled with confirmation. Their quiet reflects not just awe, but also terror of the light you bear. Listen closely, my darling. Your bravery to speak did more than merely impress them. It altered the environment around you and put events in motion that cannot be reversed. That is why you must stay steadfast, since what comes next will be far larger than you could have imagined. Stay till the finish, since silence was the first indication. The second indicator will be movement, with doors opening for you as they silently shut. They can no longer stop what's heading your way. Don't skip because your words will live on within them like a fire they can't extinguish. Every decision they make will be influenced by the recollection of your truth. They are aware of this and are unable to avoid it. Stay till the finish because the transformation is already underway. The astonished stillness was just the beginning of the tale, which is now completely focused on you. Remain here, don't go, since you're at the precise spot where destiny meets. This isn't simply another moment, it's validation of your ascension. The voice they once questioned has become the power that defines their destiny. Stay till the end, for what you have cannot be denied. Your quiet after speaking was louder than the whole globe. They felt it, and they still do. Don't skip, for the conclusion is closer than you realize. You're going to watch everything come together. Proof that your words were not in vain, and that your truth has already prevailed. Stay till the finish, my darling, for the narrative is not over. It is only starting to flame. The startled quiet is the sound of your breakthrough occurring. Don't go, my precious child. Remain exactly here because what's about to happen will keep your soul completely focused. Every second of this moment is building up to something huge, and if you look away, you'll miss the turning point you've been waiting for. Your remarks, which had previously astonished them, are still reverberating, and the quiet that followed is just becoming louder. Stay till the finish, for something tremendous awaits you. The ground trembled as you spoke, and the individual who heard you felt an earthquake deep inside their spirit. They've been unsettled ever since, unable to return to normalcy. Don't skip, since what you say has already become a live fact that they carry with them wherever. It is in their head when they awaken, in their chest when they attempt to sleep, and in their heart when they try to reject it. Whatever they try, they will not be able to escape you. Remain here because here is when the story's deeper layers begin to emerge. Their quiet was more than simply astonishment. It was submission, terror, and acceptance that the truth had finally come. Stay with me and don't scroll, for every second you spend here brings the discovery closer. Your comments were the mirror they were forced to look into, and the image horrified them. They understood they could no longer hide behind their disguise. Don't skip because your voice carried more force than you realized. It wasn't simply the music, it was fate bursting into their lives. That was why they froze and were unable to answer. Stay till the conclusion, since the aftermath is now emerging. Their quiet was not the end, rather, it was the germ of something greater, something that would soon manifest itself in ways you cannot ignore. Do not move since the unraveling is occurring right now. What you published has already impacted the course forward, and nothing can go back to the way it was. Listen carefully, my darling. Your courage to speak out when no one else did has generated waves that continue to develop. They believed they could stand tall, but their insides are crumbling. Your comments rattled the barriers they had constructed around themselves. Stay to the finish, since the startled quiet has transformed into a suppressed wail. They may not confess it, but they know you won. The truth already speaks louder than any falsehood they could ever tell. Do not miss this step since your trip is about to reach the manifestation phase. What you planted in that moment is already sprouting, and you will soon witness it blossom into reality. Stay till the end because everything is aligned and about to open for you. The astonished quiet was never a sign of weakness, rather, it demonstrated your strength. Remain here, don't go since the actual climax is approaching. This is where fate has led you, and you can't afford to miss it. Every breath you breathe now propels you closer to the already secured triumph. Stay till the finish because their quiet was the sound of your victory. You may not have noticed it then, but you will now. The words you said are still alive, operating, and influencing what happens next. Don't skip, for the discovery is too near to be missed. You've already gone too far, and the doors ahead are set to open wide. Stay until the conclusion, my darling, for what awaits you will not only surprise you, but will completely alter your life. Do not miss this moment, my precious child. It is the point at which everything starts to link. What you spoke, the words that left them motionless, can still be heard in the air surrounding them. Every time they attempt to stop the memory, it becomes louder, drawing them back to that very moment. Stay till the finish, for something tremendous awaits you. Their astonished quiet was more than a response. it was a gateway opening. You may not have seen it right away, but that moment signaled the end of all they believed was unshakable. Don't scroll away, since their quiet is a sign of the tempest inside them. They wanted to argue and fight back, but they couldn't. Your truth held them in place, and they knew nothing they said could stop it. Remain here, since this is simply the start of the unraveling. The astonished face you observed signaled the beginning of their waking, as well as the beginning of your own. Stay there, my dear, for the next chapter is unfolding right in front of you. The words you uttered sparked a fire in their spirit, which is still burning. They are agitated, unsettled, and unable to escape what you have sown. Do not skip. Since your truth is alive, it has become their shadow, echo, and weight. Every decision they make is impacted by the recollection of your voice. Stay till the conclusion, since their quiet is not the end, but rather an indication of a deeper breach. They are disintegrating inside, while you are rising higher. The balances are moving right now, and you are seizing your opportunity. Don't scroll away, you're on the verge of making a breakthrough. The astonished stillness was simply the beginning of what was to follow. Listen carefully, my sweetheart. The quiet you observed that day spoke louder than any confession they could have made. They didn't say anything, but their expression, eyes, and shaking hands conveyed all. Stay to the conclusion, for their world has changed. Your words demolished illusions, smashed barriers, and exposed every false mask. They are left exposed, defenseless, and impotent in the face of the truth. Don't skip, because your destiny is about to emerge at that very time. That quiet was not nothingness, but the sound of heaven affirming your might. It was an echo of justice stepping in. Stay here, because something bigger is developing. What they lost via quiet, you gained with power. Stay exactly here, my darling, since this section bears the most weight. Don't look away, don't browse, just breathe in this moment. You are standing on the verge of revelation. Stay till the finish, because your voice has already transformed the narrative. What you spoke will never die, and it will resonate in places you can't see yet. Don't skip, because what astounded them will soon be the reason doors open for you. Their quiet did not signal the conclusion of the discourse. Rather, it marked the beginning of your metamorphosis. Stay to the finish, for what awaits you is not just change, but destiny in its purest form.